Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to tonight. Whoa, how am I starting this off? I'm making it seem like it's one of my streams or something. But anyways, welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. There we go. That's the proper introduction and stuff. By the way, follow me on Twitch if you guys haven't. I stream twice a day, and I'm thinking about adding Kick into the mix. So yeah, I might end up streaming 3 times a day if it works out with Kick, but. And then, if it works out real well with Kick, then I might just end up transitioning over to Kick. But I mean, like, I like Twitch though. Like Twitch is chill. It's not as stressful. Like streaming off of Kick for the first time, yeah, it was weird. It was weird. I think I might do an episode where I talk on that. But this episode, serious episode, and I kind of just want to let people, know by doing this episode that. It's okay to move on. It may seem like an empty world when you do move on, but it's something that you have to do, all right? You have to understand that. You have to understand that moving on is, especially from like pain and trauma, you have to. Whatever the situation is, whether it's friends, family, whoever, you have to. And having to do it myself today, like I'm doing this episode the same day I had to cut off a very close friend of mine. And, the thing is like, I'm not going to close and lock the door on this person. I'm just going to close the door on them, and just kind of do my own thing. See, what other rooms that I can wander in and what adventures it will take me on. But it was hard, like I had to talk to another close friend of mine's about it because it was something where I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing. And maybe it was something that I should have just thought of for myself, but I felt like I did need a second opinion because I was like, I just had so many things running through my mind where it was like some nights I couldn't even sleep. Like because of this situation. But I think everybody knows what situation I will overall be talking on. But for those that don't, so a few years back, I kind of, went through a little spell. I went through a little spell where there was a girl that, I had to say, yeah, I was in love. I was in love. And it's just weird saying it now because what's going through my mind right now is that I don't really believe in love anymore. Like it's just where my mind is at, and it sucks being in this mindset because I'm like, fam, I can watch a love story like movie or whatever, and I will be so invested. I'm like, man, like that's amazing. And I'm like, I'm slowly trying to like get back into it, and oddly enough, and it sounds super weird, but there's like a couple of TikTok couples that I watch. And no, there's a couple on YouTube. There's a few TikTok couples that I'll watch, and I'm like, but it gets to a point where I'm watching their content and I kind of get sick of it, But like, I'll watch some videos of theirs where it will cause me to laugh just, seeing that relationship that they have. And, I would like to hope and think that, one day God would bless me with that type of relationship. And I think that's another thing is that I need to get more into my religion, Christianity and stuff. Is that how you say that? I'm going to just say Christian, okay? I got to get more into my Christian religion and stuff. Yeah, that sounds a lot better saying it that way. But yeah, I need to definitely talk to God more. I need to pray more. I need to just put myself in the right mindset because, yeah, these past 3 years, I have not been in the right mindset. But anyways, like I was, the story and stuff. So a few years back, it ended a few years back. And honestly, if I could be like truthfully honest with you guys, like what did that experience feel like, when the literally the girl of your dreams is telling, like, not even telling you, literally showing you by getting into a relationship that it's not going to work out, and at that being a good relationship too, so, but what was that feeling like? And if I could be truthfully honest with you guys, at least for me, maybe for other people, and that's one thing that I want to say is, like, I'm like talking on men, that men, we get hurt a lot harder. I feel like a woman, she can bounce back, clean herself, well, maybe not clean herself up. I'm not trying to sound disrespectful, but overall, I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Women, they bounce back a lot faster than a man does. A man, we sit around, we be depressed. Women do the same thing too, but I just feel like with us men, we just get hurt a little bit harder. Now, I'm not saying that there is women in this world that have not been hurt before, but all I am saying is, speaking for myself, I was hurt, and I feel like everybody's, pain is pain. All right. I'm going to just say that right now. Pain is pain. But I'm going to just, speaking on my own pain. Yeah, it was a lot. And, I thought reckless things, I was just overall being reckless. I didn't care anymore. And I kind of still feel like I have like this don't care, attitude, and it sucks. Because I'm like, I just think nobody should be in a mindset like that. Nobody should be in this mindset where it's like you just don't care about nothing. You don't care about life. You don't care about other, like relationships with other friends and family and all that stuff. It's like, it's just, you just sit around, be depressed, and try to be a content creator. And I'm like, man, yeah, I got so sick of it. Like I seriously had got so sick of it. But going back, well, actually, no, but like I was saying, like how that overall, that situation felt like, it felt like a death, it felt like something just had died that I was so close to. And yeah, like I had cried for the first time in years. I think last time I had cried was because I thought, a relative in my family, relative, I would have to say that I'm a tad bit close to this relative. They are in my immediate family, and I thought they were going to be homeless, and it was something where I was like, I couldn't do nothing because I didn't have no money. I wasn't in a good financial spot. And so, yeah, it brought me to tears because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do anything. And, nobody's not trying to take them in. And so, yeah, it brought me to tears because I was like, I don't want nothing to happen to this person. All right. So, but anyways, yeah, that was the last time I had me a good cry. And then, I've talked on this before. Then of course, finding out the, girl that I had feelings for, her getting into a relationship, it really didn't hit me until days later. It wasn't until my last day of working at that cafe in Seattle. Like it was that night. That's when it had hit me. And it's a night that I'll never forget. Like I remember I posted on Facebook. And I asked friends, and I was like, I gotta talk to somebody because I'm like, if I don't, like, I don't know where my mind is gonna take me, and I really don't want to go with my mind. Like I was truly scared that night because I was like, I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for my friends. So I will make sure to thank my friends that was, that's been there for me throughout the years. Because the thing is this, even though I might have like cut a friend off today, like I feel like throughout the years I have gained other friends where and it shouldn't be on them to fill that void, but I feel like they have filled up. All right, there we go, proper English. They have filled up a little bit of that void and stuff. So anyways, by the way, if you hear my voice like kind of like go away from the microphone and then come back real fast, it's because I'm watching wrestling, so I'm trying to like go back and forth, do this episode, watch wrestling and all that stuff. I maybe should have did this afterwards, but I'm like, you know what, let me do it now and then just get out my system and stuff. But anyways, but yeah, like I was saying, like, that having to deal with that, it did feel like a death, that had hit me to my core. So, like I said, asked some friends, if I can talk with them. I did talk to a few friends. And then I just remember because like all of them were telling me like, it's pretty much done, like it's done. It's over with. Like you got to let it go. And I just cried because I was like, I'm a person that's just, not, I'm a person that's about not giving up. Like, I always want to give everything my best and I want to do what I can. But it just, nothing had worked. And the thing is this, when I had messaged this friend today telling them like, yeah, we can't be friends anymore, I started off saying like, I don't want this to come off as that I'm angry. But like, I feel like a part of me kind of lied, because a part of me, throughout these past few years, he was angry. He was angry at times. And there were some days where, if she would have messaged me asking me for help for something, I probably would have told her no. Because what's going through my mind is like, and that's the thing where it's like, I don't want to be that petty person. I don't want to act like that. I don't want to carry on like that. I feel like I was raised better than that. But at the same time, when you have pain in your heart, you got to do what's best for you. All right. And I would imagine that if it was the other way around, whether it was me or whether it was a guy that she's in a relationship right now, if there was somebody else in the picture, she would be doing the same exact thing that I'm doing. All right. Cutting that person off, moving on with her life. I know she would. I think anybody in this world would do some stuff like that. Right. So anyways, so I'm trying to just, kind of, because I feel like it's a hard episode to record. So I'm really just trying to like, pull myself together. So I guess maybe if I pause or, just kind of just need to just take a breather and things, like, forgive me. But I guess like right now I'm just kind of like trying to just pass on time so I can get back into, what I'm talking on and things. But anyways, so, yeah, like those but the past few years, it's like, trying to really be her friend and stuff. It was hard because I was like, I don't want a friendship. I want a relationship. I want to be with you. But obviously I can't do that because you're in a relationship. So yeah, it was hard. It was hard. Seeing her post something on social media and it's of her and the guy that she's in a relationship with. And, accepting that. And yeah, like the first few times I was like, I cried. I'm not even going to lie, like that. It brought me to tears. It really did. And that's the thing where it's like, I know there's going to probably be people out there wanting to laugh at me, telling me like, oh, you're a child, you're this, you're that. It's like, grow up. You're a grown man. What you out here crying for over some woman and things. That's the thing where it's like, I hear that a lot where, like there's those like, quote unquote hardcore dudes where they all like, oh, they won't cry over no girl, they won't, but they use a much more explicit word to call out a girl and things. And all I can say about that is that if you find that right girl, trust me, she gonna have you crying. Like that's something where it's, she's gonna really have you like in tears, just laid out and stuff. And yeah, it's something where I'm like, throughout the years, like I seen myself slowly change as a person because I was like, I'm I couldn't be who I once was. I was like, who I once was, it was like, yeah, he was more happy and cheerful. Now I'm like, I try to act like that, but at the same time, it's like, that's not who I am right now. I'm like, I can't be happy. I can't be cheerful, So, yeah, it's like these past few years, it was just sitting around being depressed. And it's like, and then on top of that, trying to, flip your content creating career into a business, it was, bro, mentally, I am drained. And that's why, like, I had to say, like, just these past few years, like, I'm really trying to give content creating everything that I got right now. So, next year, I want to just take me a break. I want to just take a break from everything. Like, so that's why I'm trying to put, overtime in and just freaking go edit as much as I can. And a lot of and there's, friends out there that has, that like in a way have been there, but it's like friends that, they've invited me to get togethers, even family. And I've just felt so disconnected. But there's like two friends of mine where they invited me to their weddings. And, there's just being overwhelmed with just so many emotions. Like, I feel like I do need to take the time to message those friends individually and let them know, like, hey, I am sorry that I could not make it to your wedding. But I don't know why I feel like I'm about to start crying right now. I don't know, like maybe this is what tears of joy feel like. I feel kind of happy a little bit, but I want to take the time though. If I don't, I don't know, but I guess for right now, just say it where it's like I would like to apologize to them, for missing their weddings, because I feel like that, even though their immediate family, their friends that they've known a lot longer than me, that's all that they needed. But I do feel like that I was like that extra piece that could have added more to the wedding. And maybe not, maybe it just, I just would have been another person at that wedding. But I do apologize to them. And I honestly, truly do wish that I could go back and go to that wedding, to those weddings and stuff. But yeah, it's just, dealing with what I was dealing with, and then trying to, record videos and stream and everything else. It was like, it was hard, it was hard trying to, just overall, like, just now they showing Brock Lesnar attack Cody Rhodes. Like, I think, yeah, people were talking on that with wrestling. All right. Sorry for getting distracted. But anyways, back on some, serious stuff. But anyways, but like, I do feel like that now. I am going to try to, like, all right, so the plan is, really with content creating is that I want to focus on it as much as I can this year. So come next year, I could just take a break, and if I haven't really accomplished or achieved nothing with content creating, then I think, yeah, I'm going to just, try to go out, just kind of find like a part-time job and things. So I can just, just really just work on what I want in life, because I feel like that I really need to take the time to focus on myself and what I want. So, I think, yeah, I need to, just start doing things for me, just start like, just like being there for me and stuff, overall, like just being like, okay, let's just let's put in work this year and stuff. But yeah, let's just be me, not TMossBoss, not a content creator. Let's just overall be Tyler and just, yeah, just live life, but I guess, like, if there is any final few things I could say to this particular friend, and I feel like it's going to be a lot, but the thing is like, this particular friend that I had to cut off, I'm not going to look at them as a bad friend. I just wish that I hadn't developed feelings for them, but they wasn't a bad friend, and the thing is this, like, it is partially my fault for looking at them as more than a friend, or thinking that I could be, more than a friend to them. But, yeah, overall, it's not their fault for being a bad friend. And I don't want nobody to even, like, come to my streams, anything. I don't want nobody, trying to look at, at this individual as a bad person. They are not. If anybody is the bad person, it's me. Because, like, I'm gonna be flat out honest. It's like, at times there's women that I meet and I immediately runs through my mind, maybe, just maybe, something could potentially happen. So let me just test the waters. Let me just see. So I would have to say that it is partially my fault. I catch feelings too easily. I need to work on that. I need to work on stop, catching feelings in. I do feel like that I am being tested right now. Like, there is a new lady friend that I have met and that I've been talking to on a regular basis. And I'm like, okay, don't do what you have always have done, all right? Because it's not going to work unless she comes to you and brings up that conversation. If not, bro, you just need to sit back, okay, and continue being friends with this individual. So I am working on that. I am truly trying my hardest, okay, putting on a 5-star performance on just trying to be this lady friend's friend, okay? So, but yeah, but anyways, getting back to, I guess, like, final thing I could say to this person, thank you. I do wish you the best in life. What else? And, I guess, not trying to sound petty, not trying to sound weird when I do say this, but the life that I wanted, I hope you do have that life. I hope you have the successful marriage. I hope you have, freaking, the kids, if you want kids. I know, because there's people in this world that don't want kids and stuff. I just hope that you overall, like, all the, the business stuff, like family, other friendships, I hope all that stuff works out, so, but, yeah, overall, like, if, and that's the thing, like I said, like, I might have closed the door on this person, but I'm not locking it. So if there is ever a time where they do need my help for something, I will help them, because again, I'm not trying to be petty. I just feel like, being a Christian, it's like, look, like Jesus was like beaten within an inch of his life, and he still turned around and was like, going to helping people and doing things and stuff. So yeah, that's, I'm just trying to use like just a lot of like Bible motivation to just really get me through life. So if I become spiritual Moss Boss, at some point, I'm just saying, all right, I'm trying and things, but anyways, that could be a good, because then people might be thinking, oh, he a shady preacher and stuff. So maybe at points in times, all right, I might end up becoming spiritual Moss Boss for you guys, all right. But anyways, but yeah, to that friend, I wish you the best in life. And then to the friends that have been there for me for the past few years, and even the friend that I kind of consulted to today, thank you, because life has been hard, and a lot of you guys have made it. And then the friends that still, just kept like hope alive for me, I appreciate you guys for that. For the friends that supporting me, I appreciate you guys for that. Joining my streams, liking my videos, doing everything that you possibly can to help me see out my dreams, so I can, turn right back around and then just do the same thing and just help out others to see out their dreams and help them out. I appreciate each and every person, that has been there for me for the past few years, because I'm going to say again, life has been hard. I don't think these past few years, I don't think I have ever experienced it, bro. I'd rather go through school with all of the teachers that was calling my mom, giving me F's, whatever it was. I was like, bro, I would rather go through that again than to go through these past 3 years. Kindergarten all the way to 12th grade. Shoot, put me in the Billy Madison program because I do not ever in life want to deal with these past 3 years again. All right. Never again. So, but anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for hearing me out, hearing me vent, all that stuff. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.